bit before we go into our discussion, let's take a closer look at one of the oral interventions we heard today from the court. Tuvalu's oral intervention was a sobering one. They spoke today. Despite producing less than 0.01% of GHG emissions, Tuvalu is expected to be the first country to be completely lost to climate-related sea level rise. And the injustice here is staggering. Catastrophic climate harms are fundamentally interfering with their basic human rights. Tuvaluans are doing everything they can to preserve their nation from extinction through land reclamation activities, even exploring a digital nation initiative to recreate Tuvalu's land, culture, and government in digital form. I want you to sit with that for a moment. They're having to consider digitizing their nation, their home. They're in a struggle against erasure. Meanwhile, as you have heard from our panelists, we have heard over the last couple of weeks major polluters throughout the hearings engaging in playing the legal system to prioritize narrow self-interest, doing their utmost to evade and dilute their legal duties as states are facing the threat of disappearing altogether. And it is time to break this cycle of harm and impunity, and the court has a solemn responsibility to hear Tuvalu's call, which they made today to the ICJ, to keep the right to survival, the right to self-determination, at the very center of its critical advisory opinion. The delegation quoted a Tuvaluan climate activist who powerfully said Tuvalu will not go quietly into the rising sea. As was stressed by the panelists today, these oral pleadings this week made clear that this is a watershed moment for climate justice, for human rights, and legal accountability. And to